Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It's me, Will Crosby, Scanlines, joining me, Ian Gibson.
That's right. We're going to play more Zelda. I did a 4.5-hour stream of it yesterday morning. We can't stop playing Zelda. We're going to do it some more. It's going to be a great stream.
Yeah, more Zelda, folks. So button up, get your buttons upped, and button up because we're gonna
up those buttons.
Up those buttons quick, because we're gonna be playing some Zelda. I'm gonna just launch the game because it needs no introduction.
We just did it. So yeah, you're right. No introduction.
I'm waiting for the folks at home to see it. Oh, I hope I didn't have to turn this controller on before I launched the EXE. I hope I didn't have
like
to.
It did for me yesterday.
I couldn't believe that. That was extremely funny. Oh. Phillips. You can hear all that, right?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a gate. I don't know if you have a gate on.
Oh, I can just turn my voice and video all the way down, but you're going to hear some of my fans.
No, that's fine for me. I'd rather hear it full time.
Full time, baby. Okay.
I should listen to more Dolly Parton.
The name of this game is Link, the Faces of Evil.
I'm sorry. I know you said Philips CDI Zelda game, but from what I've seen so far and the fact that it's named Link, are you sure this is not a bootleg? I have to ask that question.
It is not. So there's this one. They actually did, as I was looking it up quickly before stream, they had done versions of Zelda 1 in Adventure of Link, which is Zelda 2. So this is Link, the Faces of Evil, and the second one is Zelda Wands of Gamelon. And they're licensed Nintendo games, licensed by Nintendo.
Okay, I know nothing about these other than they are the worst Zelda games. It's multiple games, right? Game S. But wait, before you start,
I'm not.
I
had to restart because the controller wasn't on before.
Sorry, folks. That's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching Scanlines. We're back. I can't believe we did 49 episodes of that edited show. Crazy.
I still can't believe that.
Yeah.
Actually. Captain Marvel.
It wasn't super heavily edited, but that was edited, and we were doing like 20-minute eps. Damn. Flipes.
I'm just gonna size you up a little bit better.
Size me up, daddy. I'm a size king.
It's taking all of my power to not talk about Tears of the Kingdom, but we're gonna talk about the Faces of Evil.
Wait, before you start, the bottom right, you got to click the eyes. There may be clues down there.
Oh, the eyes have it.
Yeah.
I can't get over there with a controller.
Oh, damn it. We're never gonna solve the case.
You know, weirdly enough, this game is widescreen. Or, it's not widescreen, but it's not 4:3. It's like almost widescreen. Does that make sense?
I want to look up why though. That's weird because no home screens at the time were 16:9.
I'm keeping remastered mode off.
What's this called? Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Faces of Evil.
Faces of Evil 16:9. What were you turning off?
So these are the remastered versions by a dev named Droopy, I think? Droppy? The remastered version, I believe, just like makes the game modernized in the sense of like you have save points and stuff like that. What have you figured out here?
Are you sure the remaster didn't add the option for widescreen?
No, because this is original, wide, or 4:3. So original, like I said, isn't 16:9. It's just not 4:3. It's like almost 16:9. I just think that's interesting.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right. Yeah, I'm looking at gameplay footage and stuff. Sorry, it's one of those moments where you're like, I don't know why it's like this, but it's a remaster.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways, here we go. I'm gonna
Great
hit
joke.
new game.
This is
We're
why
gonna
we
hit
canceled
yes.
Scanlines, folks.
This is why we canceled it.
Would have cut that. Would have cut that.
My boy, this piece is what all true warriors strive for.
I just wonder what
It's very low. Can you turn it up?
Very low.
Carpet hooshing.
Your Majesty, Ganon and his minions have seized the island of Korodai.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Do you
God.
think when they do the Legend of Zelda movie, they're gonna have references to this?
Written, only Link can
This is the movie.
Ganon. Great, I'll grab my stuff.
Isn't there a Netflix?
Your sword
No, there
is
was a
enough.
Netflix Zelda series, and then they
How about
killed it
this?
for some
Voila.
petty reason. I can't remember what it was.
Squadala, we are off. Wow.
Squadala.
All those heads. These are the faces
Look
of
at all those
evil.
heads.
You must conquer each. I guess I'd better get going. Here is
What
the
are all?
map.
It's
Where do you
literally
begin?
heads with faces of evil. Oh, that's Hyrule.
Oh yeah, there's.
Well, I'm just gonna say, this is Tears of the Kingdom, because if you look around in Tears of the Kingdom, there's all these like faces and statues and mountains
And there's
stuff.
I found the boat in Tears of the Kingdom.
I haven't found that yet. There's the seaside town.
Oh yeah.
There's Crater
We-
Cove.
Yeah, there's Crater Cove. Oh jeez. Oh, we're going.
I think you gotta go left.
Oh.
Fucking idiot.
Oh, I guess
You never
just
played a
having my
Zelda
shield
before?
out. Oh.
Crab boy. You gotta
I don't
go
know if
take
I can-
care of Roman.
I don't know if I can do this for an hour.
Welcome to Scanlines, that's why you're playing. I kind of like this. I'm assuming the format is you can go anywhere in the game and each of them is a unique, distinct level that you have to beat. And I think in an old game that's actually interesting because most old games were just like, fuck you, linear, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Like being able to.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Like the keys there, go for the key. Just kidding. We're gonna drown you. One of these balls. Come on. I don't know. Is there a button you're supposed to press? Are you supposed to hit it?
Oh! Morshoe, the greedy shopkeeper, will give you the items you need for the right price. You should return to the face here on the far right once you have bombs and a lantern.
Was his name Gwunan? Is that his name? Gwunan?
Gorshoe, I think.
Gorshoe? Gorshoe.
Gorsh. How do I pick you up?
Oh, you just picked. No, you didn't. Gorshoe.
Gorshoe, you're cute. Oh, there's a dragon.
Yo, pass or smash them axe throwing dinosaurs.
Smash.
Yeah, that's like definition of a butterface.
Yeah, just put a cloth over it. Oh, so I need.
You gotta return here when you have bombs.
How do I?
Do you need some help?
No, I think I just have to go back to the exit. I think that's how I get
How
out of here.
to uninstall Zelda
The-
Faces of Evil.
Oh, this guy.
You got the bomber. You need a 20 to do the bomber.
Bombs? You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies.
Rubies? They're rupees. Idiot.
Well, I can read. He said rubies. That was like your start menu that told you what you have. Anytime now. Blue
Oh
man.
God. I'm waiting for this to Oh, I got 20 rupees. I can buy the bombs.
And a bomb.
Hello. Mushu. I want the bombs, please.
Do you think that's Beetle's dad?
Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies.
See, rubies. Actually, I think he's saying rupees, but the text is rubies. You got it. Just press the button. Are you tapping or pressing it? Try hitting it.
Do you think it's the guide button?
Unam.
No, it's not the
Glonam.
guide button.
Is it the Xbox button?
No, I just tried
Is
that.
it an unmapped button?
Oh wait, let me see what he says. Oh. I don't even know. You know, the best part is I can't seem to bring up that menu from earlier either.
What menu?
The one that was showing all the stuff I had, or can I only do that here?
Squonam's wisdom.
I love that they call him a. I don't want to talk to you. Do I have to?
I don't know how this is getting a 10 out of 10 from all these gaming websites.
I bought him.
What did you hit the button?
Yeah, I just hit X on it, and it somehow gave me the bomb.
This is like,
Oh,
you remember Rihanna Rouge? How like impossible that was?
Oh.
Because you had to like, had to hit like the exact thing at the exact frame.
Yeah, I have to hit these.
Remember that?
Yes, I do remember that. I have to hit these things with the sword to pick them up. You think you can sneak up on me, dragon? Oh yeah. Well, I don't have a lantern, so this is gonna be fun.
You got it. Just eat some. What is it? Shrine bloom. Shine bloom.
And see Goronu.
Wake up, sleepy bones. Find the living and cut their vile throats.
Why is this so American 80s cartoon? You know what I mean?
Okay, I need to leave.
That's a generous restart, though.
That is a generous restart, to be honest.
When did this game come out? Let me look it up.
Yeah, look that up for me.
The Faces of Evil and Wand of Gamelon. So this is the first Link game. So this came out in 1993, which is solidly... Which is in the middle of the SNES era. And honestly, this looks pretty good. I mean, this looks better than SNES, right?
Yeah. PC or CDI was fairly. Oh, man, I am navigating in with no light pretty easily. Oh no, I'm gonna die though.
Oh.
That was some bullshit.
No, that was Zelda.
That was Zelda.
Can I know we're trying not to talk about the real Zelda game, but there was a moment yesterday, I don't know if you were there for the stream, where I thought, maybe it was after the stream, where I thought you were going to play as Zelda in Tears of the Kingdom, and I was like, what? Did they pull a Kojima? Like a Metal Gear Solid 2? And then they didn't, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's okay, I still respect it.
I
there was
had
this
a
weird
legit
like
moment.
cutscene moment where it was like, oh wait a minute, who's the main character here? Who's playing?
Yeah, I can see that. I did have a moment where I audibly said, what the fuck is happening right now? Because something insane happened, and I was absolutely blown away. Okay, thank God we don't.
I don't know that I had one of those.
I had a pre-release theory, and then no one mentioned it during the previews or the reviews, so I just thought it wasn't true. And then it happened, and I was just like, excuse me? It's pretty funny.
Oh, I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. You get to play as Link. That's what I was really excited about.
I was really surprised when they revealed he's not Zelda, that his name is Link. Zelda is the princess.
The three of us, when we went to the Nintendo thing, we were interviewing people outside, and there were multiple people in Link costumes, and every single time we called them Zelda. And we were just like, what is wrong with us?
So it was funny because yesterday I forgot to mention it on stream. I was wearing this shirt, and it's my Zelda shirt, because I was wearing that shirt when I met Princess Zelda. We were in DC for the day. It was like one of those like weekend day trips, and we were at like this ice cream shop, right? Because it was a hot day. We just wanted to get ice cream. And we're sitting there eating ice cream, and all of a sudden there's like this commotion, and these like security guards come in, and we look up, and like Princess Zelda comes in the door, like she was there as part of like some diplomatic visit into this tiny, and she just stopped at this ice cream shop, and it was really weird. Like I got to meet her and shake her hand. I said I was a big fan of her boyfriend. She thought that was funny. So that's why I was wearing that shirt yesterday. It's the same shirt I wore. It's such a great joke, but it's one of those that's just for me. That's just for me. It's not for anybody else. It's just a joke for me. Anyways, you got any other games? Are we gonna play Zelda 2?
Yeah, we gotta play a different game. I do have a backup game that I think will make you happy.
Wait a minute. The Philips CDI was the only thing?
There's 2 Philips CDI games.
I'm just saying we can end the stream early. Oh boy.
Please,
hey,
let
everybody. Thanks for joining. We're playing shitty games, and it's not going great.
Woo!
Cheers.
Cheers to the one we have got. Cheers to the one who eats pizza.
A lot.
A lot. I know folks at home can't see it yet. I'm working on it. Don't worry.
I have 2 stories for you. When we get to a moment, I want to tell you a story about H, and I'm going to tell you a story about your wedding.
H?
Yes, I can't give you more than that.
Like,
well,
the helicopter pad?
No, it's a story about Seltzer.
H, the story of Seltzer. Mother, tell me the story again. Like Papa.
This is going to be the gauntlet. Why do they keep zooming in? It's so weird.
What do you mean, Ian? This is how we talk.
Urgency. Impa. Wait, is Impa part of Zelda lore before Breath of the Wild?
So. Oh wait. Yeah. Yeah, Impa's been around. Impa's in I think the original.
Are you sure? Because I don't think you really talked to anybody in the original.
Because Impa, well, but Impa's also in now I'm not sure. I thought Impa was
maybe
in Ocarina.
It's like a village elder or something.
But I might be thinking of the 2 witches.
You play the shitty game, and I'm gonna look it up.
Later still. Okay, let's go to this. Who am I?
Okay, all right. She is in the original as an old woman, but she is only named in the game's manual. So she's just an old woman in the game. But in the manual, they say that's Impa.
And then what else is she in?
She's in The Adventure of Link, which I think is well, it's Zelda 2.
Yeah.
She's in Ocarina of Time, Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, Skyward Sword, Link Between Worlds, Breath of the Wild. She's not in Tears of the Kingdom, though.
That we know of.
No, that was a joke. She is. She's in like the first couple hours. It's just the Zelda wiki's not updated. Fucking fandom. Get your shit together.
They don't know. The Zelda wiki left fandom. They're their own site now.
Why am I looking at zelda.fandom.com?
They migrated out, so the fandom version's still up. It's like a big departure. I remember that because
Gotcha.
it was around the time we joined. And it was just like, is this a thing we should be addressing or not?
Can we address how shitty our wikis are? Anyways.
I haven't gone over there yet. I'm literally headed there now. I got up to one of the dungeons and I was like, I don't feel like doing this right now. I want to explore more. So I left the dungeon.
Oh, Impa is the one that teaches you Zelda's Lullaby in Ocarina of Time
Yeah.
at Hyrule Castle.
Here's a shroud that scares the wraps off Gibdo.
Okay, all right. While you're playing this shitty game, let me give you the wedding story first, which is I finally sat down to book the flights for your wedding in about a month's time, and I almost booked the flights, and then I was like, you know what? Let me look at the invitation one more time. And for some reason, I thought your wedding was on a Saturday.
Oh.
So I almost booked a flight that would have we could not, like we would have been flying, we would have been leaving the Sunday during your ceremony. So I came very close. There was just this feeling of like, let me just double check the invitation real quick to make sure the date's right. So that's the story. I mean, we're still coming. We haven't booked the flights yet. I'm not that worried about it, but
Good.
almost had a disaster there. The seltzer story is Maggie's cousin visited for a day or two, and he happened to have, apparently you can buy Hal's seltzer online. I think he said he got it from Amazon.
What?
I'm gonna try and confirm this, but the flavor that he had that he gave us a couple bottles of is Hal's seltzer cola flavored with 125 milligrams of caffeine. Have you had that before?
I don't know. I've had the cola flavor. I don't remember it having caffeine.
At least the one we got does, and I know because it has a giant sticker on that's like 125 milligrams caffeine.
But yes, I have had the cola one. It is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I like how I just didn't. I'm not a big fan of it. The flavor is really terrible when it's flat.
Oh yeah,
So if
it's
it
not the
happens
kind of
to
thing.
go flat, the cola flavor's awful.
Yeah, I don't think it would be my go-to, but it's just like, oh, that's interesting. It's like cola flavored.
Yeah, but anyways, I'm looking at it for a 24 pack off Amazon. It's $45, so it's a little more than
Jeez.
a little less than $2 a bottle. That's too much.
Yeah, I love Hal's, but I'm close. Like I don't know if there's a place in New Jersey that sells it. I could pop over. How do I use the lantern?
I'm looking it up. They got GoPuff, Oasis Snacks. They got a bunch of different websites that they say they sell it on. There's Hal's New York Kettle Chips Dill Pickle.
Excuse me. You just said a lot of words, bud. I don't know how to equip this lantern.
$40 for a pack of 24, but they are 20 fluid ounces. So it's not terrible. Well, actually, it kind of is. Now that I think about it, it's just water.
How do I use the lantern?
How do I get good at this game?
Oh. Hey, the escape key just exits the game.
It works.
Thank God. Okay. Now we can do my backup. Now we can
Zelda 2?
now we can move on to the better games.
Have you ever
were
played Zelda 2? I've never played it.
Yeah, with the brothel, with the prostitutes.
I'm sorry. We have to pause here. Would you like to share with the audience the names of your hard drives?
Oh. Do you have a
Fucking
problem with
dweeb.
them? My hard drives
Yeah.
are the Caribou Jean, which is the ship.
I don't
It's a
know what
ship
that
from
is.
Tintin. We've got the Yamato for Space Battleship Yamato. We've got Winterfell from back when Game of Thrones was good. And we've got Scarif, which is my NAS is Scarif.
See, Scarif's the only name that makes sense.
This is the data.
Because
data
that was like
plane.
it was like a library center, right? Like if you had a hard drive named Alexandria, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. But the other ones are just showing off your fucking nerd cred, you know?
Listen, I don't want it
Get
publicly
your shit together.
I did used to have someone I deleted. I can't remember what it was, but and then we've got P Cloud Drive, which is the engine from Star Trek.
Gotta love P Cloud.
Yeah, they say P Cloud Factor 7, please, and then they go off.
P7, please.
P7, please.
P me up, Scotty.
Jerk me off, Scotty. I mean, beat me up, Scotty. Sorry. Oh man, is it? Have you watched Lower Decks?
No, I've been avoiding Star Trek in general because I feel like if I go back, I need to actually do at least the original series, continue next gen. So it's not. It's like a.
It's not Lower Decks.
On the list.
Have you? Sorry, an aside here. Have you seen the pilot for the Star Trek spoof the Always Sunny guys wrote?
No, I don't think so.
It's on YouTube. I've watched about half of it because I paused it and I was like, I need to watch the rest with Karen. But it opens with a joke about how everyone uses the virtual bay or whatever it's called to fuck things and like jerk off.
Oh my
and
God.
the girl's like, we gotta. She's like, Captain, we have to have people stop doing this. We need blah 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 blah. He's like, fine, okay. And he makes a speech. He's like, listen, guys, it's enough is enough. We're going to have a sign-up sheet and 30 minutes maximum, so please make sure, and you have to wipe down the machine when you're done. And the woman's just like, what? God. No! Like, please,
I'm looking this
no.
up now.
I can't remember what it's called, but...
Boldly Going Nowhere.
Yeah, Boldly Going Nowhere. Oh, we should just watch it right now. It's so good. It's a little low res, but... It has like a bunch of people in it and like some sunny people too.
Shit. It does, yeah.
Genuinely good.
I'm gonna put this on my watch later.
Okay, where are we?
How do I save watch later? Thank you. Bye.
It's not here.
What's happening, little boy? What are you looking for? It starts with a Z.
Oh, it starts with a Z. Sorry, I forgot. Wait, why does this list start over again?
Oh, because you're sorted by type. Look at your header column.
What? Oh, title. Oh man, there's like 50 copies of everything. Why isn't
Starts with a Z.
What is happening right now, everybody? I checked this before stream.
I can't fucking believe that happened yesterday. That
What
pissed me
happened
off so much. The start of yesterday's stream where
yeah.
I literally 30 minutes before I booted up OBS, checked on my auto, everything was good, closed it down, go to start the stream, everything's fucked.
I think I know why.
Yeah,
sorry, everyone. I gotta add a different game directory.
Wow, you didn't have the directory set up. I'm sorry, you mean cartridge. He's looking for the cartridge.
I didn't have the CD. Yeah, I'm looking for the cartridge. Sorry, I have two separate folders. The one problem is I have no idea.
Battle.
Oh, we should play a Gundam Battle. I was gonna play.
Apparently, the best one is like 007 Side Stories, I think, for the Dreamcast. There's supposed to be some good ones out there.
How is it still not here? I'm gonna flip a lid. Oh, that's why it's not here. Literally not in the
You absolute cacklord.
Where is it?
It's in downloads.
It's my downloads folder. Oh wait, no, I don't want that one. Oh yeah, I do want that one.
You fucking idiot. You absolute moron. You use everything? I tried it once. I really liked it, but then I forgot about it. So I'm actually going to download it and install it now. I need to get more in the habit of using it.
It is really good. I use it constantly.
I remember liking it, but it was one of those things where I tried it and I was like, this is amazing. And then I completely forgot about it. So I'm installing it now.
Especially for work where it's like, hey, I need that one video I did months ago. And I just type in the date and everything's there. It's fast too. Because if you leave it to index, it's nice and quick.
Pin to taskbar. My computer shits itself. It's because I'm scanning like 12 terabytes of stuff right now. My backplay is finally caught up. It took about 3 weeks for it to do the full thing, but I think I have like 6 terabytes backed up on backplays now, which makes me feel great.
Yeah, I gotta try that.
I want to say I paid like $70 for a year. Especially
because I could just have my NAS do it overnight. Like I don't necessarily have to back up my computer.
But there's no limit to it, and as far as I can tell, there's no hit. Once you're caught up, there's no hit with it just running in the background. It was hogging the internet just a tiny bit initially, but only during streams was it an issue. This game's hella fucking cool. This is okay, backstory here. We knew about this game, then Stu came on and he was talking about how he'd been playing it recently and loving it, and I was like, it's time to play this because there's been an English fan translation, etc. Regained some popularity. This is a driving RPG from Square Enix. I had a trip coming up. I brought the game with me. We got onto the plane. I sat down. I loaded the game up. I started playing it. I got about 5 minutes in. We literally had not even left the ground yet. We hadn't even gone into airplane mode yet. And I stopped playing the game and I sent a message to Will and I said, we have to stream Racing Lagoon because it is insane. And then I put the game down. So yeah, let's do it.
I can't wait any longer, Ian. I've been watching Initial D.
That's surprise. Wow. Yeah, that's, if I had to guess which anime you were watching, I would not have guessed that.
I know.
Is it good though? I haven't watched it, but I've been thinking about it. Is it good?
It's so good. I'm on season 2. The only issue with it is the 3D for 1998 in some of the racing scenes is a little rough. It's better in season 2 now. It's still a little rough, but yeah. And I don't objectively know if it's a good show. I can't really tell, but it's just next episode, like I'm just flew through it.
It's on the top list for a lot of people. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. You mentioned previously about how you were thinking about getting a project car eventually. I'm gonna break your heart right here. None of the cars in our Initial D are affordable.
Yeah.
I was just watching a YouTube video the other day and somebody bought a Torino Sprinter and it was $46,000.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was almost impossible for them to find, and then they finally found it and it was $46,000. And that's, just wanted to let you know that shit. Yeah, maybe a couple years ago, but now it's not.
It's so good. I'm on season 2. I can you can borrow my Blu-rays if you want to watch it.
I'll get them at the wedding. Yeah.
It's just I'm on season 2. I just watched the first 2 episodes today, but I finally have the characters' names down. Like I could be like, oh, it's Itsuki, it's Takumi, it's Bunta, it's all these different people, and it's like it's just,
it's hard to beat that internalized racism, but I'm proud of you.
Fuck you, first of all. Second of all, I'm terrible with people's names to begin with. So
yeah,
it's
like that. It's like, hi, nice to meet you, Bill. Okay, I forgot your name.
Yeah, I have no idea what your name is.
I'm great at remembering faces, but your name? Who are you?
Why does it put it so far? It puts the A a couple miles away.
I don't know.
Why can't I find the letter N? Oh, it's over there.
It's between M and O.
No, this gap here just made me ignore this.
I know. I've been meaning to watch it. It's been on the list for like 10 years, but hey, since we're watching talking TV, my current show is Battlestar Galactica. But the problem that I have with that show, and we talked about this before, is that I can't binge that show. It's like I waited a week. I watched one episode the other day. I literally could not stop thinking about it for 24 hours. and I was like, it's so filling. You can't binge that fucking show. So I'm like one episode like every 3 or 4 days because it's too fucking good. And so I'm like very slowly going through it. I'm like halfway through season 2 right now. But yeah, I'm excited to watch Initial D eventually.
Yeah, I wanted to watch a show. It's funny. It started from I need a show to put on during work, and I can't anymore because I have. Most shows I don't have to pay attention to that hard. This show I want to watch, like physically look at. I don't even go on my phone during it. Like I just want to look at it.
Yeah. Anyways, this is the intro sequence that fucking blew my mind, man. Round midnight. Oh, that's so good. That's so cool.
So good. Revival of Yokohama's fastest lane.
Should we do I'm gonna drop this. We're not gonna talk about it for at least a couple minutes. Maybe we should do an anime podcast. Let it sit. So good. So fucking good. So fucking good. So fucking good. So fucking good. Yeah.
10 years ago, one man was known as the fastest in all of Yokohama. The only man to drive full throttle in 5th gear around the 3rd Kaihin's Tama River corridor. Everyone who witnessed... Did I say a bad word?
No.
The guy is crazy driver!
That's a good one. You know the translation's legit when they put stuff in brackets and they're like, we can't literally translate it, but it means crazy driver. He is one who licks tarmac. But you can't put that.
Our own story is just getting started.
Tonight is us. They're white. Those cocky punks. I think this is when I stopped because I saw the way these characters are modeled and I was like, this game's hella fucking good. Apparently there's good Initial D games from what I've heard.
Yeah, I was playing one for a bit on my Steam Deck, but most of them were released in arcades and people are like, get a wheel and play it on your computer. And I'm like, I don't have a wheel.
Yeah, I've seen people doing that. I mean, if you really want to do drifting though, it's probably better, yes, to have the wheel, but also play like Assetto Corsa has a really good online drifting community and stuff.
There's I was looking it up. Apparently there's like is it Shinkaro Crossing? It's like a mod for one of those games.
Yeah, they have like Tokyo Expressway with like traffic going and the whole thing is weaving in and out of traffic. I said, of course, a mod scene is crazy.
Oh, that's so good. So I ordered Takami's 8.6 model from Japan. It comes on Monday. I'm very excited to build. Takumi.
I've never seen that. I've never heard that brand.
No. Sorry, Takumi is the main character. He drives an A6. It's a Truno 8.6.
Sprinter Truno. Toyota Sprinter Truno.
It's a Trueno 8.6, I think it is.
I'm gonna look it up. A86 is a Toyota Sprinter Trueno. See, here's the thing: is I don't know the TV show, but that car is very famous in the car scene. That's how I know about it. Yeah.
So there's actually,
is it Tamiya? Is it Bandai? Who's the?
No, it's some other company. I was watching. There's a guy on YouTube who builds model cars, and he's built a bunch of them from Initial D, and he has like a 45-minute video putting this model together. He sands the mold lines off the models.
Those people are crazy. Fuck
and
those people,
he
man.
rescribes all of the lines on it like cuts the windows out. He made the engine like custom parts in it, and he didn't do it in like a crazy way. He just did it in a like, oh, I have some like wires and stuff. I'll make those look like it.
Yeah.
And everything. It's like, dude, this is insane.
Adding stuff I'm okay with, but me personally, as soon as I start going down the path of sanding mold lines and trying to make it perfect and rescribing, which I've tried to do before with stuff, that just completely kills enjoyment. So, you know,
I can see it if like.
I'm glad people enjoy doing that, but for me, I'm like, no, fuck no. This is a model. This doesn't have to be perfect, and this is not. It's too stressful for me to do all that.
If I was like, if I built one and then years later I got another one, I was like, I want to make this one perfect. That's when I would do it.
Yeah.
But,
Is it
living under a rock, my man?
Is it color plastic injection, or are you gonna have to paint it and stuff?
It's it's colored plastic injection, but I'm gonna have to end up painting it, which is fine. I literally might just save it until I get an airbrush.
I was about to say, with cars especially, because it's a big flat surface, you have to. You either airbrush or spray paint. You can't brush paint that. I tried to do that with one of my models before I got my airbrush, and anything large flat surface is just brush strokes like crazy.
Yeah, I was it's mostly white, so I think I could get away with just spray paint whiting it white and then doing all the details and stuff.
And then do it like a clear coat
later on.
Yeah, it's a cool car. I remember when I first started getting into cars, maybe like 12 years ago. That was one of the cars I looked at, not because I liked the initial D, but because I loved that fucking look at the car and the pop-up headlights. But it's hard to get that in the States. And that's kind of why I went more towards the Miata. Love pop-up headlights.
Yeah, me too. This guy saying you're finito, muchacho is my favorite thing. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I think it's the group chat with me, you, and Stu. I made this guy the emblem for it.
Oh my god.
It was so good. Let's get it over with.
That's how big he is.
That's how big he is.
All right, so here's my pitch, right? Will, white-blooded, Jersey-loving, accidentally racist American,
Accidentally
has
racist.
started watching anime.
It's true.
And so here's my pitch. I don't think it's a full let's watch where it's like we're watching the series every 3 episodes we do a podcast episode. But I think it's something similar where honestly maybe it's what if every episode is cut in half, right? And the first half is somebody comes on and they say, look, Will, this is the next anime series you should watch. And they spend some time convincing you. I feel like we've had this idea, right? But then they spend some time telling you about the series, what makes it so good, etc. And then we go to an ad break or whatever. We come back. It's several weeks later, but in the same episode, you've watched at least a season or 2, and we sit down again with that person and we talk about how Will feels about it.
I like that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and that way we can just do like it's either one podcast episode per series, but it's like once a month. And it's not as intensive as we're gonna watch Initial D, so it's gonna be 30 episodes split out, you know, across the 5 seasons or whatever. I just
honestly,
like the idea
the
of
entire. Oh, sorry. Go.
I was just gonna say I think the core premise is you have never been a big anime fan. You have been very hesitant about anime, and now you are accidentally, almost regrettably, getting into anime, and you need some people to help hold your hand.
That's true.
While you're like, maybe I do like anime, and now you're like, what do I watch next? You know?
Yeah.
And so it's a little bit of what do I watch next, and did I like it or not? And we build that up for you.
I think the good thing is, in my case, my barrier to entry with anime was never the art style, which I think is a lot of people's problem with anime. And like that is the
it's
one
like
excuse
just full
I will.
nudity.
That's the one excuse I'll give people sometimes when they're like, I just don't like to watch that type of stuff. I'm like, that's fine. Like the first season of Initial D had one of my biggest turnoffs in animation ever, which is just a frozen screen of people. But the thing Initial D did very well is during that frozen screen, it's panning it and it's adding noise and stuff to it. So like it feels good.
Instead of just static
no
shot
idea
VO.
what those controls are.
It's okay. There you go. You're driving.
So when I first played this, I did not have the analog turned on the Steam Deck.
So D-pad.
So is D-pad, and so that's why when I was telling you it felt bad, I didn't realize. I just thought it didn't have analog trigger.
Oh, you're talking about the trigger. I thought you were talking about the stick.
Or no, sorry, stick, joystick.
Oh, okay.
I did not mean trigger.
Yeah, I may play this at some point on the Pocket Flip because this is PS1, right?
Yeah. It's still
so I can definitely play this.
It's a little too sensitive with a stick.
Yeah.
But I'm racing way better than I did the first time. The other nice thing about this is you race for keeps. So like when you beat someone, you get a part off their car.
Nice.
And the same thing, if you lose, they get a part off your car. The thing I didn't like about this game is every 5 seconds, when someone drives into you in the overworld, you race them. And it just happens constantly. And
so it's like
know where
the
to
opposite
go.
of Jake talking about Gran Turismo and other games. It's like the opposite of, he's like, get me to the good stuff, get me to the action, and this is like too much action. give me the in between, you know.
But this
You got
is
it.
genuinely way better than
You got the racing line.
I was playing last time.
There you go. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, I think that. But the other thing is like, we've been talking about how do we cater to our audience in a way, and you know, for our existing audience, we've got some anime fans. And nobody wants to hear me talking about anime unless they want to get livid. But I think people would be interested in Jersey white man starts watching anime. You know, that's an exaggeration, but I think they would be interested in the accidental anime watcher.
Oh man, I just came in the front seat.
My problem with anime, I hate saying this because it sounds racist, but I don't think it is. But there is something wrong with how Japanese culture tells stories, like in terms of like exposition and introducing characters and having like natural plot progression. Like,
oh yeah,
it's just like, why is this happening? That doesn't make any sense. Like, where's the character motivation? Oh, and it's unique to Japan. Because I watch a lot of international media and everybody's pretty good at telling a story except for Japan, which just is like storytelling conventions out the fucking window.
It's
and
funny.
That's very frustrating sometimes.
Because I think that's the reason I liked Initial D is because the story was really easy to follow.
That's good.
And
That's
like
good.
what was happening was easy to follow. Like people's motivations, or lack of motivations for stuff was super apparent.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
So that's the other thing I really liked about it. Also, they hyper explain cars in that show, and it made me be like, that's like where I was like, oh, I should like look into
It's
car
accurate,
stuff more.
right?
And even Karen listening from the kitchen, she's like, are you just learning about cars? Because they're like, oh, he's got a 4-wheel drive Land Evo. That means he only has 250 horsepower, but his blah 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 is so much better because of the 4-wheel drive on that car. His 8.6 is no match for that. And it's just like, and then he's like, oh, you should get a turbo for your car. And the guy's like, oh, don't turbos come attached to the car? He's like, no, they don't necessarily put them on at the factory, but you can get an aftermarket turbo and just hook it right into your engine. I was just like, what? Like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, I lost my ultra filter.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that. We should seriously think about, because we could do it live to tape as well, like local chat, and just do a once a month anime check-in. We figure out the format, and you'd have to commit to. It would only work if you commit to somebody recommends something and you agree to watch at least, 10 eps or a season of it.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. Initial D's at the point where I printed out a list of how to watch it all, and it's very long.
How long? How much is it? Like.
So there's
because that's the thing is I don't know.
There's 6 stages, which are the seasons. The first season and the 4th season have 24 episodes. The other seasons are like 13 or like 5. Season 3, I don't know how many episodes it has because the Blu-ray I got is marked stabilized and it's all in one giant file. So I don't know if it's just one, if for season 3 they did a movie or if the person who gave me the Blu-ray put them all onto one disc and put them together. And then but then there's OVAs, which I learned are like direct-to-video animes. And then there's 3 movies. And the last movie came out like 2 years ago. So
yeah, it's very popular. Initial D is very popular.
Yeah. So the first season, like the art style was very rough, and the 3D animation was honestly my favorite part. It's like they shot it in Ridge Racer. Because like it's doing that classic like camera follow from video games, and all of the bushes and roads and anime characters in the 3D scenes are PNGs with harsh pixels on them, and they're not moving at all. They're just like Doom turning like with it. Not turning really, but they're just flat. And it's so funny to me. But honestly, it's just so intense. And it does the anime thing where it's like one race is like 3 episodes because they have to like span it out a little bit, like broaden it out. But honestly, I would love a Kai version of the show where they just cut all the intros, all the outros, and put the whole thing together, because the intro is 1.5 minutes, the outro is like 2.5 minutes, so you only have that
you gotta learn how to skip it.
So
that's like,
and of
that's
course
like
the Plex, sorry, the one last thing, the Plex intro skip isn't on Synology, it's on other devices.
But you're watching on Blu-ray, so
well, I ripped my Blu-rays, which is perfectly legal.
Oh, that's legal. It's like that first season of Gundam is literally from 1979, and so it's very early anime. It does a lot of the static shots. It does a lot of reusing shots throughout the season, and it even has some shots that are like infamous for like, hey, look at this shot where they just completely fucking messed up the Gundam's head, and it's all like squished, morphed like incorrectly. Like they couldn't do the perspective properly on it. But it's pivotal to the series, and it's still good watching it, but you gotta like stomach it and get through it. Anyways, Will's watching anime. We'll have that podcast series soon. I like that idea. We should do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Anyways, this is Racing Lagoon. We can wrap it up here for Scanlines if you want. Man, we should. I might play this game some more, but we should. I wonder if it gets good enough that we can just play it more on stream. Folks,
I feel like it's either a full Let's Play or not, and I don't feel like committing to a Let's Play of this.
Folks, we will be back Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, with some wonderful Kingdom Hearts. Think about it this way, Ian. That's 2 hours a week you don't get to play Zelda, and I get to play Zelda and watch you play Kingdom Hearts. So,
God damn it. Fuck.
God, I'm having such a blast with Tears of the Kingdom. It's so good. And it's the first time I've actively used our like chat in Discord to like be like, I don't know if I can tell people about this. I'm just gonna mark it in spoilers and just put it up there, and if they want to look, they can look. I've been having a blast. It's great. But anyways, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, Ian will be back with some Scanlines. Thursday, we've got local chat. And I think that's it. Hit up our Discord if you want to come hang out with us. If you're listening to this, those multiplayer streams will be back. Not streams, multiplayer nights. I just need to set those up and do like get it all set up, but I've been too lazy in Zelda. So thanks for watching, everyone. We will be back later on. Goodbye.
Bye.